The Bible is the most quoted and misquoted book in history. Over time, many sayings, beliefs, and cultural phrases have been repeated so often that people assume they're straight from Scripture. But not everything that sounds biblical actually is. In fact, some of these popular ideas aren't found in the Bible at all. They come from tradition, misinterpretation, or even completely secular sources. In this video, we're going to uncover 10 common phrases and beliefs that many think are in the Bible but aren't. Number 1. God helps those who help themselves. This one is probably the most quoted verse that's not in the Bible. It sounds like something from Proverbs, right? But guess what? It's not there at all. This phrase was popularized by Benjamin Franklin, and its roots trace back to ancient Greek philosophy. But what does the Bible actually teach? Romans chapter 5 verse 6 says, "You see, at just the right time, when we were still powerless, Christ died for the ungodly." Psalm chapter 121 verse 2 also says, "My help comes from the Lord, the maker of heaven and earth." The truth is, God helps those who recognize they can't help themselves. That's the heart of grace. So no, it's not about self-help. It's about divine help. Number 2, cleanliness is next to godliness. Parents love this one. And while it promotes good hygiene, it's not in the Bible. This phrase came from a sermon by John Wesley in the 1700s, not from Scripture. Now, what does the Bible actually say? James chapter 4 verse 8 says, "Draw near to God, and he will draw near to you. Cleanse your hands, you sinners, and purify your hearts." But here, cleanliness is symbolic of moral purity, not physical soap and water hygiene. Jesus even rebuked the Pharisees in Matthew chapter 23 verse 25 to 26, saying they looked clean on the outside but were filthy inside. So yes, wash your hands, but real godliness starts in the heart, not the bathroom. Number 3, money is the root of all evil. This one is a misquote. The actual verse is 1 Timothy chapter 6 verse 10. "For the love of money is a root of all kinds of evil." The difference is huge. The Bible isn't anti-money. Abraham, David, and even Job were wealthy. The issue is when money becomes an idol, when it drives your choices and owns your heart. Jesus said in Matthew chapter 6 verse 24, "You cannot serve both God and money." So, money isn't evil, loving it above God is. Number 4, 3 wise men visited baby Jesus. The Bible doesn't say there were 3 wise men, only that there were wise men or magi who brought 3 gifts: gold, frankincense, and myrrh for baby Jesus. People just assumed there were 3 men because of the 3 gifts. So while it makes for a nice Christmas play, it's not accurate. The point is that Jesus was worthy of royal worship, even from the nations. Number 5, Satan rules in hell. A lot of cartoons and movies show Satan on a throne in hell, laughing as he torments people. That's pure fiction. The idea came from Dante Alighieri's epic poem, The Divine Comedy, written between 1308 and 1321. The idea that Satan is the ruler of hell is not biblical. According to the Bible, Satan is on the earth presently, and not in hell ruling. In Job 1 verse 7, God asked Satan, "Where have you come from?" Satan answered the Lord, "From roaming through the earth and going back and forth in it." Hell is not Satan's kingdom, it's going to be his punishment. Revelation chapter 20 verse 10 reveals hell as not ruled by Satan, but his place of torment. And the devil was thrown into the lake of fire, and will be tormented day and night forever and ever. Clearly, Lucifer is not yet in hell, and even if he were, he would not be a ruler but a prisoner tormented for eternity. Number 6, this too shall pass. This phrase has helped many people through tough times, but it's not from the Bible. It actually comes from ancient Persian literature, not the prophets or apostles. Still, the principle that troubles don't last forever is biblical. 2 Corinthians chapter 4 verse 17 says, "For our light and momentary troubles are achieving for us an eternal glory that far outweighs them all." And Ecclesiastes chapter 3 reminds us that everything has a season. So while the phrase isn't in the Bible, the comfort is. Number 7, Eve ate an apple. In Genesis chapter 3, Eve eats the fruit from the tree of knowledge of good and evil that God commanded they should not. But guess what? The Bible never said it was an apple. It just says fruit. However, the idea that they ate an apple is a common interpretation, particularly in Christian art and culture. The idea of an apple likely came from Latin translations, where the word malum can mean both evil and apple. What matters isn't the fruit's name, it's the disobedience that brought sin into the world. Romans chapter 5 verse 12 says, "Sin entered the world through one man, and death through sin. So let's not blame the apple, blame the rebellion. Number 8, we each have a guardian angel. A lot of people say, my guardian angel was watching over me. But does the Bible actually teach that? Hebrews chapter 1 verse 14 says, angels are ministering spirits sent to serve those who will inherit salvation. Psalm chapter 91 verse 11 says, he will command his angels concerning you to guard you in all your ways. So angels do protect God's people, but the idea that each person has a specific assigned guardian angel isn't clearly taught. It's comforting to think so, but we should trust God's protection more than a private angelic bodyguard. Number 9, thou shalt not kill. This is a case of mistranslation. The sixth commandment in Exodus chapter 20 verse 13 is better translated as, you shall not murder. The Hebrew word used refers to intentional, unlawful killing, not all forms of killing. This helps us understand why some killing, like in war or self-defense, was permitted in ancient Israel, though still taken seriously. Jesus even goes further in Matthew chapter 5, verse 21 to 22, saying that hatred and anger in the heart are just as serious. So it's not about just avoiding murder, it's about valuing human life. Number 10, people become angels when they die. You've probably heard it said at a funeral, heaven gained another angel. While it's often meant to comfort grieving hearts, the idea that people become angels when they die isn't supported by Scripture. Humans and angels are two completely different creations. Humans were created distinct from angels, lower in the created order, yet crowned with glory and honor as image bearers of God. Angels are spiritual beings created by God to serve Him and carry out His will. They are not human, have never been human, and never will be. Likewise, humans do not become angels, either in life or after death. When we die, we don't get wings, we receive glorified bodies. We'll worship God, reign with Christ, and live eternally, but we don't become angels. So when a believer dies, they don't become an angel, they become fully human, fully redeemed,